What is it like driving a F1 car here in Essen?
Yeah, it's fun. To be honest, a very quick flowing track. Like only 4th, 5th gear corners. It was quite enjoyable, quite pleasurable. Now the second time with fresh tires, beat the lap record, and I was enjoying myself out there. It was good.
What happened at the end?
I think the hydraulics went. Unfortunately, I lost the gearbox, the shifts, and the power steering. So yeah, not ideal, but shit happens.
How would you compare the car you drove today with the car you raced with, the RS17?
We know, this is a completely different generation car, 2012 car. I don't know, you feel that they're, lighter and smaller cars as such. If you look in the mirror, the rear wing, the tires, everything is, much smaller scale, and at the same time you feel they're a bit more light-footed, especially in the low-speed corners because the weight is less. And the power is not as much. The modern power unit with the V6 turbo engine, they produce some really impressive torque and horsepower, and that's quite obvious as well that something is lacking here.
There's talk of having a F1 race here. After having done a couple of laps here, do you think the track is ready for a Grand Prix?
I think there's still a little bit of work to do, at places. Maybe also tweak the layout a little bit, because I think as it is at the moment, nice layout, nothing wrong with it, but just for overtaking, for racing, I think this is very hard. It's a track where you just have trains, probably cars can't really make a move. You don't have any really heavy braking zones from high speed to low speed. I think they should build in a few of those if they ever really seriously consider hosting a Grand Prix. But otherwise, I think infrastructure it's not bad. So I'll definitely be happy to have a Grand Prix here in Holland.
We're halfway through the F1 season. How do you look back on your first 11 races with the Renault F1 team?
Yeah, to be honest, I'm fairly satisfied. I think pretty much as per expectation. What we thought in the winter where we would be, we really turned out to be there. Possible to score points every now and then. Actually, we had a few hiccups, a couple of races where we actually left some points on the road, but overall not bad. Obviously, car performance recently we've made some really good improvements, step forward, but there's still a lot of room for improvements in all the different areas. So still a long road ahead of us, but I feel second half of the season should offer us some opportunities.
Yeah, what do you think is possible in the second part of the championship? Do you think 5th in constructors is still possible?
I think it is achievable. It won't be easy. Really have to, get sweet race weekends, pretty much all of them, which is never easy. But I feel now the car has, more potential than in the first half, and it should allow us to go for better results. The top 6, is always the top 3 teams. If the top 6 cars make it, they're always, booked. They're always in front of us. They're just too far ahead at the moment. But certainly I feel that we can, score a good bunch of points now in the second season, and hopefully even a bit more, and maybe set the odd highlight.
The car you've driven here was driven by Robert Kubica earlier this year. He recently made his return in an official F1 test. How do you rate his performance during that test?
To be honest, I don't have much information. I wasn't on site. I had some, informations, and also obviously saw the lap times. I think for him personally, obviously a great comeback. To after the severe accident and injuries he had to come back and drive a modern Formula 1 car, and to do 140 laps, just like that is quite impressive, especially in a track like Budapest, which is very physical. So respect for that, and I think the performance also, it seemed alright. So I'm not sure, obviously, what's going to happen, what Renault wants to do, but yeah, the test was okay, I think.